Synonymous with $10 Slimer is the pubic and rectal areas.
Yeah.
It's just the thing. Hashtag rectums. Yeah, hashtag dear rectums. An unfortunate admission from me.
Yeah.
Look, we're going to be serious here. The majority of us have balls, dick, and butt stories. We just are afraid to fucking say them. You're not going to see fucking Jake Paul talking about his butt and dick.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because that would actually make him kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But you're definitely going to see us talk about balls and dicks and asses.
Kind of gay that we would find him interesting if he was talking about his penis and butt.
I haven't been in a situation where a guy's talking all of a sudden turns to balls, dicks, and ass stuff, and it's gay. But at the same time, looking back at it,
it's kind of gay.
It's super gay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
That being said, we're going to talk about that, and then you're going to look back on it later, and you're going to be like, man, that was pretty gay that I watched that. I'm going to start with a story about this penis that I made once. That's right, I made a penis.
Yeah.
And then we're going to
Frankenstein-like.
We're going to segue around the old front to the back, and you're going to regale us with a tale of Ass Vas, to say the least.
Hashtag
so
Ass
stay
Vas.
tuned for hashtag Ass Vas.
Yeah.
But let me start off with this one. It's back in the day when I was working in this warehouse situation. And I would do a lot of stuff in this warehouse situation. I unload trucks. I was a manager. I do ordering, all this shit. I'm a multitasker. And one of the things that I did is on the weekends, I would pick up the slack for the receiving person. So I'd just do receiving. And if you've ever done receiving, it basically is just standing there, making sure shit comes in and counting here and there, signing away some papers, all that jazz. Not a big deal. I mean, except for the fact that you're responsible for thousands upon thousands of dollars of the thing. So definitely not a big deal.
Yeah.
The point is, it was pretty boring though. Because the weekends, hardly any vendors dropped by to the warehouse. So, it was standing around for like about 8 hours of poking ass. So what's a man to do? Kill some time. At first I took books, but then they told me you can't be reading on the job. Little did they know that if they fast forwarded a few fucking years, people at work are just on their phones all the time. Come on, man. I'm trying to fucking read here, and then you're telling me I can't?
Rotting your brain with them books.
Yeah.
Sonny.
Oh, those books. Get on your phone. Anyway, so I didn't have the option to read it anymore. So I'm just kind of standing there, man, fidgeting, wanting my shift to fucking end. Here's the thing about this receiving area. People bring damaged goods back to the receiving area to be returned. And one of the damaged goods they brought was this votive candle. You know, those religious candles? And it had shattered. So all that was left was like the bottom glass portion, and the rest was just this big pink shaft of a candle. You can see where this is going already.
Rod.
Suffice it to say there's a penis involved, as aforementioned. And so I look at this thing, and I have a knife, because this is a warehouse situation, you need one. And immediately, of course, Jonah Hill in Superbad style, I think this thing has got to be made into a penis.
Yeah.
And I go to whittling away at that wax.
God damn it.
And I make an approximately 8-inch cock. Veins, shaft, foreskin, the whole 9 yards, dude. The only thing missing from this thing was the balls. Because obviously, there was no ball-shaped attachment to it.
I don't know. You could have gotten the ball add-on. The digipack, as you like to call it.
Yeah, man. There was no downloadable for the balls, so I had to do with the shaft. But it was a detailed piece of work. This thing, had I been, Michelangelo, this thing would have been hanging up in some fucking gallery.
Like that small if you were Michelangelo.
Dude, what's up with tiny penises in art?
With micro dicks apparently back then.
To be fair, if you saw, say, Michelangelo's David, and he had a huge fucking hard on, would that be a cool statue?
Well, not if he had a hard on, but if he was like hanging dong and it was like a sizable, like Kevin Bacon like dong, I'd be like, yeah, that's my dude right there.
I can relate, you would say.
That's a cool guy.
As you lied audibly.
That's a cool guy right there.
What if he had like a huge 12-incher? That would just be disconcerting.
I'd be like, no, it'd still be
flaccid.
Like, that guy got freaking ding. Like the way
heads up on the ding there.
Yeah, I see him now. I'm like, oh man, freaking micro ding. I could beat that shit.
I like the micro ding Michelangelo's David because it reminds me that there was somebody with a smaller ding than me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Hashtag my ding small.
Yeah.
Ladies, come at me.
Hashtag he's muscly, but he's got the ding of a fetus.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck's up with that, man? That's like, who's an attractive person according to the status quo?
Well, you know.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, sure.
With a small ding.
I've never heard people say he's hot, but okay.
All right, Matt Damon.
Yeah.
That's a kind of an ugly man.
Yeah,
man.
that's true.
We're getting off track
Ben
here.
Affleck? Anyway.
The point is,
this is a weird tangent.
we went down a ding trail that we didn't want to go down. The point is, speaking of dings, I created this fucking art-worthy ding.
Yeah.
Like I said, the details were there, man. Foreskin bunched up halfway down the head.
It was more realistic than an actual penis.
Yeah. Frenulum. The only thing keeping it from being mistaken from an actual disembodied penis was the fact that it was bright pink.
Yeah.
So it just looked like a really detailed fucking dildo. Only waxy and kind of oily.
Did you keep the wick in?
Yes, I kept the wick, and that's
Oh,
where the cum
shit.
was coming out of.
Oh, John Wick.
Nice touch, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I finished this ding, right? And I'm like, now what do I do with this massive cock? P.S. While I'm
How
whittling
long were you doing this for?
it took a good while because I was really getting the details in there, man.
Yeah, you're like absorbed into this ding.
I was absorbing ding work. The point is, I craft this shaft. Hashtag craft this shaft. And I'm done with it. I'm like, what am I going to do with this shaft, man? What does one do with a highly detailed dong candle?
Yeah.
Now, there was this hot chick named Bertha. That's right. There was
Oh,
somebody.
wow.
There was somebody. This is groundbreaking.
Yeah,
There was somebody
that's
named
like-
Bertha that was hot.
That's like when like an ugly ass kid who's like fat and like me basically is born. They're like, that's gonna be a Bertha right there.
Yeah.
You don't see like a. Well, I was about to say hot ass kid come out and then be like, but that doesn't make a lot of sense. Point is, mostly.
You don't see like Agneses that are hot.
Yeah, it's true.
Much less Berthas. But this chick was named Bertha, and she was smoking hot. She was pretty cool. She would have me draw dolphins for her all the time. That was weird. Anyway, I decided that it would be like cool, I guess. I don't know. This is really like sexual harassment if you think about it. To put it in her jacket pocket, right? So I put it in her jacket pocket. So her jacket was hanging. You know, they had the jackets are hung up. I put it in her jacket pocket, and whatever. It's time for close up.
You're like,
When I left, it was the time she left, and she puts on her jacket. And I'm there like a tittering, like 10-year-old, you know, laughing in the corner. And she reaches in, and in Spanish she says, "Ah, chingao, un pito," which means, "Oh fuck, what the hell, a dong?"
yeah.
So yeah, she finds it hilarious. Thankfully, now in retrospect, I think thankfully
Yeah.
it could have been horrible. But anyway, she finds
Did
it
you come out
hilarious.
and we're like, I
No,
did it?
I didn't admit it was me. I just laughed along, right? And then I left. I left for the day. Well, the next day I was off, and come Monday, this was a Saturday this happened. Come Monday, I come back into the store, and you know I go to clock in. But before I clock in, there's this group of people in the front end, employees, and they're all chattering among themselves. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? This is interesting. I clock in because I got to make sure I get paid while I'm chattering.
Yeah.
And I come back to this group, and I ask them, "Hey, what's the haps here, guys?" And there was this dude named Adrian. You know, this was a weird looking cat. He was like super muscular but bald,
Yeah.
like balding bald.
Yeah.
And so
Adrian Brody.
it's a weird combination. But
Yeah.
anyway, he's like, "Well, we found this dick, and we're trying to figure out what the hell and who the hell it belongs to." And he takes out my shaft.
Yeah.
And
Gross.
I'm like, oh man, yeah, he took out my shaft,
Yeah.
not the dick. And he had it in his apron pocket, and everybody.
Wait, why was it in there when they were while they were chattering?
Oh, because they had apparently already passed it around like hot potato. But anyway, you know, he takes it out, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm playing along.
Oh, that's weird.
Where did this come from? This shit's like insanely well
This is
made,
really
guys.
good. This is a really good. You know, I would pay money for this.
Yeah, definitely pay the artistes
Yeah.
for this. You know, some more people gravitate towards the group. They're all passing it around, you know. And then there's this one guy. If you've heard one of my previous stories about catching a gentleman in a restroom wearing only shoes and a hat, that guy, naked, only shoes and a hat, that guy, thankfully fully clothed this time,
Yeah.
comes in and he rips the dong away from whoever had it in their hands at that particular moment. And he's like, oh, this is cool.
Oh.
And everybody stops. And the Adrian guy looks at him and suggests that it's a soap for washing his asshole. which caused a hearty laugh or two. The point is, I fade away into the background, go to the warehouse, and do my thing for the day. Later in the day, I'm about to go leave for the day, and there's like this dairy section, right? And I open the glass door and I look in, and lo and behold, right in front of me are two dudes in the dairy section lobbing the dick back and forth, football style. And I'm looking at this happen, and one of the third individual back there comes up to me. He's like, "Hey man, what's up?" And I'm like, "What's up with the dick?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's pretty cool, huh?" Then he intersects the toss, poof, grabs it, and then he feigns sucking it off.
What the shit?
And I'm like, this is possibly the greatest thing that's happened to me.
This is the thing I did.
The next day I come into work, and controversy is rife at the workplace. And I'm like, what is going on here? Well, I go up to the place to clock in, the clock, and right under the clock, somebody has stuck the shaft into the wall in the hole. So it's sticking out like some perverse fucking glory hole right under where you're supposed to clock in. And anyway, somebody was written up, and it wasn't me, and I didn't say that I made the shaft. So that's a thing that happened.
So was it just like thrown away?
I'm assuming it was thrown away.
Oh.
That or somebody took it home because,
Oh man,
are you ready for this?
Yeah.
People began to ask questions about what happened to the shaft.
The biggest event that happened in that workplace.
Yeah,
apparently.
it's sad. People began to ask questions what happened to the shaft.
They're missing it.
Yeah, where's the shaft? Who took the shaft? Nobody knew where the shaft ended up after this hubbub. Now, you might be thinking one of the authorities took it, but no. I was one of the authorities, and there was only two of them at the same time. We didn't take it. Who took the shaft was the big mystery that consumed the people of this place for a good month and a half.
Yeah.
Who took the penis? Everybody in the end decided.
My bet is on shoes guy.
Yeah, that's what happened. Everybody in the end decided that it was the guy that said, "Oh, cool."
Yeah.
So it was just commonly accepted workplace mythology at that point that guy was soaping his asshole with a shaft.
Yeah, with a candle.
Anyway, fake penises aside, you have a story about a very useful type of medium. It's a jelly.
Yeah.
Many of us use it for a variety of things. Not the type of jelly you eat, unfortunately. We're talking about petroleum jelly. That's right, Vaseline, folks.
Yeah, no Vaseline.
It's very useful for various situations.
Ass rape. All right, so
Just facilitates things.
I was kind of like, I still am, but I was way more of a pig when I was a kid. I used to kind of have a problem with pooping. I've told the tale where I shat myself 18 times in a row, and my ass was torn asunder by a curtain.
Shower curtain.
Yeah, well, this is a similar situation. I had like ass rash going on.
The old chafe, the butt chafe.
The butt chafe.
I like how you just made a chafing situation sound like the most grotesque thing on earth.
I know.
Anyway, your ass was shaved.
Yes.
That's really what the thing was.
Because I was a dirty kid, basically. Right. I don't know why I had to go into deep detail about my anal habits back then. But anyway, dirty kid, ass was shaved, basically. And I used to use this big old vat. We had like a huge vat of Vas, dude. I think we were like sponsored by Vaseline at one point.
Coincidentally, this video is brought to you by Vaseline.
Yeah, Vaseline. It's good for butts. So we had this family sized tub of Vas,
right?
That was just kind of like generally accepted that everybody could just dip their shit in and grab it as wanted, I guess. So I was vassing up my culo. Vassing that bad boy to relieve the pain of the old cheeks. Yeah, Paul Schaefer was in there.
So wait, let me just get a detail here. When you dipped into the family size vat, that's right, vat now.
Yeah.
Vaseline.
Fat Vas.
And you were vassing your quote culo. But were you going in between the cheeks?
Oh, yeah.
It was like a hand job?
Yeah, well, I wasn't going in the hole, in the anus hole. I got like pretty good, I don't know, like 5 meters between of ass cheek to work before I can touch my hole. So I was about 3 meters in, I would say, conservative estimate. So, I was vassing up the cooler hole. And it was just kind of like a normal occurrence. I'm not even going to lie.
You vassing up your beehole.
Vassing up. It basically became my vass that I would use almost exclusively for the beehole. Anyway.
Definite double dipping going on.
Definitely double dipping, occasionally. There was one time there was some feast in there. I'm not proud of it, but it was there.
But it happened.
It happened. Anyway, one time my brother, our crappy brother, which we talked about, family was here. I guess they were visiting.
Yeah.
And his wife didn't know about the butt vass, basically. And she had some chapped lips, and she dipped into that vass. Anyway, it was going hard on hard on them lips, dude. Going in there and shit. I was like, damn, dude, I've never seen someone vass up their lips that thoroughly.
I've never seen someone vass their lips.
I have.
That's weird.
Several times. You know where? In school, they would give you vass if you had chapped lips.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cheap. Makes sense.
I mean, that's basically what chapstick is.
Yeah, I guess so. Vass.
But anyway, she was vassing that bad boy, going into every crevice. And for some reason, it didn't click the whole time. I was just looking at her vassing that shit, lubing it. And then I was like, at the end, I was like, oh, that's the vass I use for my butthole.
Oh, man.
And she was like, oh, no. Anyway, she was disgusted, obviously. And I looked in the little vass, and there was feces in there. And I was like, first of all, if you're freaking gonna look, I know.
Hold up, man. There's feces in there. How did you not notice the feces?
That's what I was gonna say. Look, it's gross. I'm not in the right for using Ass Vas.
Much less for leaving fecal particles in it.
Great point. Well, I'm not talking. There wasn't like a mahon in there. It was just like it was like a freaking log. It was just like a little like streak. Very light streak, like when I leave streaks in the toilet paper roll. Like you've outed me for so many times.
What the fuck, man?
Anyway, look, I'm not justifying my feces, leaving feces on the freaking. It's bad. It's gross.
Yeah. Long story short, there was feces in the fucking.
But there
vas.
was feces in the vas. If you're in a stranger's home, I mean, she wasn't a stranger, but she's not living here. If you're in someone's home and you're gonna use their freaking vas, you gotta look before you use.
Yeah. You know what? You got a good point. You don't just use Vaseline,
especially for your mouth
in a foreign home.
Yeah.
Period. It's odd to do it in your own home.
Yeah, you always feel like, oh man, that's bad.
Yeah. Still though, there was
feces in there.
There was a little feces in there.
I saw
that
it
alone
she was disgusted.
Naturally.
Yeah, I remember one time I was taking a shit and she walked in on me.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That was like 3 years ago. It was recent. You were already here.
3 years ago?
Yeah, you're already here.
How the fuck did she not know you were in there?
I don't know. I was freaking dumping ass pretty loudly too. And I was about to wipe my culo hole.
You were standing?
Yeah, I was standing.
Look, I just revealed something about you inadvertently and you went with it?
No, I stand to wipe.
You do the stand wipe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a very specific stand wipe.
I need to know what anybody's wiping regimen is.
Dude, it's great that I did not do my usual stand wipe, because my stand wipe, my usual stand wipe, if you open the door during that stand wipe, you'll see my freaking culo hole right on your face. It's a very specific position.
How do you grow 5 feet?
Yeah. My legs grow. It's weird. A very specific position that I go into. I metamorphosize into a disgusting long-legged creature. But no, I had just gotten up, so I lifted the pan, which I never do. I was just leave them down, ding all out. But I kind of lifted the pan because I guess someone was there, so my ding wasn't showing. Just my culo was out. And she opens the door. So nothing was really seen. Maybe the side of my butt. And she's like, oh no. And I'm like,
whatever.
Just close it up. Continue wiping my butthole. I hadn't started wiping the butthole yet.
I like how you just accepted that with a prisoner's apathy. Whatever.
Yeah. I was like,
This fucking saw my entire thing. But
what am I going to do?
Yeah, really, situations like that get you embarrassed, but then you literally whatever.
Yeah.
Ding all out.
Thankfully, my ding was not seen.
That would have been tragic.
That would have been tragic.
Life ending. Anyway, that's about it, folks.
Yeah.
Woo! Ventured into disgusting town, USA. Now it's time to see the Legend of Chun-Li.
Damn it. I'd rather use
Even
Ass
more
Vas.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd rather. But Ass Vas special feature in this, so we're good. Anyway, tell us your Ass Vas stories. I guess.
I'm sure there's
Sure, there's plenty of
Plenty of
that
them.
going around. Anyway, hit like, share, subscribe to the notification buttons, cause we're out. A Vaseline, that is, man. My culo's
straight.
chapped as fuck.
That's not good.